Welcome, buddies. So let me provide you with a few minutes introduction about why BizDevBuddy makes sense. So why it was born, what is the problem in today's marketing if you want to support it with AI. I think we can agree that AI is just fantastic. So a lot of people, everyone is just excited about what AI can do. Everyone is experimenting with it on a daily basis. But it is a bit of a challenge if you want to use it really professionally. So if you want to use AI for the support of your business activities. In my observation, we started to waste a lot of hours with AI. Of course, one part it is fun. It is good to learn new things. But on the other hand, it's a lot of resource wasting because first of all, if you want to build it yourself, you have to test a lot of prompts, basically, which one is working. Second, there are a lot of tools that are specialized to certain areas. You have to understand them, you have to learn them, you also have to experiment with them. So another time-consuming exercise. And the third one is actually coming from the nature of AI, that it is until you learn how to prompt for a specific reason, it is difficult to handle the output. So it is not in the right format, it doesn't provide the right content, so that altogether this is a bit of a challenge. So sometimes when you start a new activity, maybe at the end you just wasted hours and you couldn't really deliver the result that was expected from them. And this is natural. My view is that we should change a bit of mindset here. So not only think about playing with AI, but about thinking about the business outcomes that we expect and find the clear next actions that can support that. Okay, so what are the challenges with AI if you want to build a new marketing action? First of all, it is always difficult to figure out what is my right next best action. This is difficult due to two reasons. So first of all, it is always very useful to know about best practices, what is good at all, what was working for others, which is already a bit of work to identify those. And the second one is what is feasible. This is particularly difficult with AI because very often you can just know if something really works or it is possible when you try it. So it's not deterministic. It is not always a clear logic between input and output if you start from scratch. The second difficulty or challenge is that prompting can be quite chaotic sometimes. So in order to get reliable results in your domain for your use case, it will definitely take hours to learn the prompting or even the tools, if you use some tools, to build something and also to experiment it, because it is not deterministic. So it is not a clear logic between input and output. And the third one, that there are just many AI engines, maybe too many, though I like to refer AI engines as if they were colleagues. So that, yeah, sometimes you can say that they have personalities. I'm not sure that this is really the case, but the point is that they are wired differently, so that they are useful for different use cases. And the quality for your use case depends on which AI engine fits it the best. Basically, these are the three difficulties that we wanted to cover with BizDevBuddy, and I think that we have a solution to fix these problems. And now very briefly about what BizDevBuddy actually can do for you. First of all, it helps you to your next best business action. Of course, it requires some information from you, but the idea is that from a very wide portfolio of proven actions, it will advise you about what can be the next best actions, considering your particular case and your particular business goals. Second, of course, these are only sort of templates, sort of marketing action preparations that you can tailor to your own actions. So very quickly. You can just enter a few parameters. You can choose between several AI engines, and you can even modify the prompts if you want. So it is fully aligned with whatever you want to do, so it remains flexible. And I think what is important to know that BizDevBuddy is designed for speed and simplicity. So my vision is that actually you could do a lot of very serious and professional marketing action within minutes. So it is this sort of solution, what BizDevBuddy can do is basically a sort of democratization of more professional marketing, so to put it at your fingertip. As of today, we have more than 170 little workflows, so marketing-related workflows in the system. But let me just show you a couple of examples, so only 5. So first of all, for instance, now I'm publishing YouTube videos. How the thumbnail images are generated, I just throw the URL, so the link to the YouTube video to BizDevBuddy, and within 1 minute, I will get a nice designed tailored thumbnail. So that's pretty fast and it is working. Or you can do personal illustration. This is also happening within 1 minute. It is pre-parametered. As you can see, it keeps the design, the brand design of BizDevBuddy. Also, the third one that I use very actively is personalizing greeting cards. So for Happy New Year, for Christmas, even for just thank you to after certain meetings. It is also branded. All these are generated just within the minute. It's usually closer to 30 seconds or 20 seconds actually. So extremely fast. So once you have the ID. Another interesting part is the sort of researches and reviews that AI can do for you. Here you can see 2 examples that I also use, and actually some beta users already had very positive feedback about those. So first, for example, competitor research. So you can look for direct, indirect competitors. I really like this idea in this setup because actually here it takes only a couple of clicks to use other AI engines also. So you can use extremely quickly, for instance, GPT-5, Claude 4.5, Gemini 3, and even others. So we have 30-something engines in the system, and they will come back with you different viewpoints and different findings about your competitors. So that's extremely powerful. And the last one is in today's world, it is getting a very important factor to be seen in AI engines and in search, of course. It is just lovely that, for instance, Google's Gemini or also clouds from Anthropic, they can provide you with very, very good overviews about your own website or brand, how discoverable it is, and it also suggests a couple of improvement points, and that will happen again within just a couple of minutes. So it's crazy. So now after the examples, let's have just a brief view about what is the basic ID between BizDevBuddy, how exactly it works. So first of all, every workflow and prompt is curated, meaning that they are coming from either from professional big institutions or from experts. So they are not really random prompts that have just been developed. For instance, OpenAI and Founders Institute, they are quite good in publishing prompt packages exactly for marketing and customer success and so on. So they serve as a very good base for prompts. I think I mentioned already that today it is more than 170 workflows, but it is growing week by week. And of course, this is why I am trying to contact more and more people to use it, so to see which areas are looked for, so we can reach out in a targeted way to find suitable and very good quality workflows and prompts. And already today, these workflows and prompts, they cover basically everything around business development. So research, pricing, communication. to some degree content generation also, but it's a much wider go-to-market supporting tool already. So this is the base where it starts from, a large portfolio of selected prompts. The second value is that everything is quality assured, meaning that all of the workflows are tested, so they are definitely running, they are having a good quality also, so nothing is on the site which wouldn't have been at least once launched and checked for quality. So whenever the advice is coming, you can be sure that the output is somewhere around the promised. It is much closer than if you start experimenting with random engines. There is another aspect in quality, which is which AI engine is the best for the particular reason. As I mentioned earlier, AI engines tend to act differently, so it's like hiring different colleagues. So there is always a recommendation which AI engine was already found better for the particular output. So you can just launch with the recommendation, but there is also, of course, an option that you can change that. And also about quality, I think it's a very good thing that both the prompts and the different workflow sources are transparent. So you can see the prompt, you can change it. And this is, I think, extremely exciting for workflows where there is a no-code workflow built in the background. You can have a look at it. You can take it away if you want. So you can really follow under the hood what is happening. Third important point is that the whole system is very flexible with AI engine. So you can just use the recommended if you wish, or you can try anything else. So as of today, we have, I think, 35 AI engines integrated, all the big ones and also less known AI engines, plus 4 image generators. So it's quite a variety. If you come up with something new, or if you want a different taste or a different style or more research, you just click for the other one and use it. So this is something unique. And by the way, a tip, there is also an AI tester potential or probable option. So you can use with your own prompt any of the AI engines. I mean, you can type in a free prompt and then check which AI engine works for you the best. And of course, all this is built up to make it instantly actionable. So you just have to type in a few key parameters into these prompts, and then it is executed. So you will receive, it's really impressive that you usually receive results within seconds. Most of them are within minutes, so 30 seconds, 1 minute or so. Some of the researches, when it is really deep research, that requires a lot of web search, they can take a bit more time. I didn't have any workflow yet or prompt yet that takes more than 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but it is working. That's a good thing. And here a tip why this is good. If you use the same research prompt with various AI engines, it's just fantastic. It's like having a lot of consultant at your fingertip. I regularly use it for competitor research, to get some new ideas, to get some bad ideas. So there is also a prompt around that. So you will receive a lot of input extremely fast. And all of these AI engines have different perspective, a different access to the internet. This is why it can be very useful. The service is right now in beta status, and this is why I'm sending this video to you, because I'm looking for people in this domain who are happy to try it. So basically this whole BizDevBuddy ID is developed for founders, so startup founders who want to reach out to the market. I would say either first-time founders, but also professionals, so there are quite deep marketing activities in the set for business developers, and also with any innovation teams. So where usually business and commercial ideas are originating. So if you are any of those, or you would just like to use it and re-up the benefits, then let me know. What I can provide to you, so that what your benefits are. So first of all, in the beta phase, it is free. So the AI engine costs are on me, of course, at the other side. So you can just play around and there is nothing to lose in that perspective. You can use, it is useful, so it is working. So instant AI driven marketing action. So whatever you do there, it is in production, really. And the third point in your benefits, that I'd like to develop it in a way that is useful. So I really use this service on a day-by-day basis. That's why, so a significant part of the service runs that you can see on the website, it happened because I needed those. But I'm really curious, and what I'd like to reach is to make it useful for others also. Fortunately, a few friends already sent feedbacks, so the service is constantly changing and adapting to the requirements, and I'm really grateful for all these feedbacks and comments and constructive criticism. So the ask, if you want to be a beta user, let me know, or just register on the site. Basically, use the service however you want to use it in your real business, and time to time, if you can provide feedback either through the site, or if you send me an email about it, or if we can talk, that would be just wonderful. So it would be great to see you on BizDev Buddy. Thank you, buddies. Bye.